Inside the Lines is brought to you by Hendrick Honda of Charleston. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. Make Hendrick Honda of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit their showroom at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com. And welcome to Inside the Lines here on CFCSports.com. I'm Jeff McCarriger. Thanks for tuning in as always as we come to you again from inside beautiful TD Arena. Now just days away from the start of the regular season. The women will open up against Kennesaw State here inside TD Arena on the 8th, which will be Friday. And on the 9th, the men's team travels to Louisville to take on only the defending national champion, Louisville. That'll come your way on Saturday, a game you can catch on ESPN Radio 910. But before we get to basketball, first, got to start with volleyball, and they continue to roll. The volleyball team now 20-4 overall, and they're perfect 10-0 in CAA play. A chance, obviously, to lock up their first ever championship in CAA play here in their first season. Will Bryan, the sports information director for volleyball, is actually sitting right here, so he'll make sure I've got this right. But here's the scenario coming up this weekend. If CFC defeats Hofstra and UNCW defeats Northeastern on Friday night, the Cougars will win the title. Or if CFC defeats Northeastern on Sunday on Senior Day, and if neither scenario happens, CFC will clinch with one win or one Northeastern loss in the final weekend's two matches at Towson and Delaware. I have no idea if that makes any sense at all. Did I hit it? Okay, we got it. Regardless of what happens this weekend, obviously, we got a chance to catch up with Jason Kepner. Obviously, very excited about the 10-0 start.
We just really focused on our energy and what we're trying to accomplish and what our long-term goals are for the season. I think 10-0 is a great start, and it's putting us in a position for what we want to accomplish, which, again, making the tournament, winning the tournament, and seeing how deep we can go in the NCAA tournament. And the main thing you're looking to do is be the hot team down the road, and the only way we can be the hot team down the road is to continue to get better. And I think that's been the emphasis of really trying to focus on what are we doing today just to get a little bit better in different areas, whether it be ball control, whether it be our setters, connecting better with hitters, defense, passers. We've emphasized a lot of the small details of the game. So that's kind of been the emphasis of this part of the season right now going into the last home weekend.
It's going to be a good weekend. We haven't seen this team in what feels like forever because we opened up with them, I think, the first weekend of conference play. So it'll be good to see them again because it's been a long time. Both great teams. From what we remember playing them the first time, great games, great matches. So it's going to be great to see them, and then this time on our home court. So it'll be exciting. Hofstra's
a great team. I mean, we went 5 with them at their place. They've got one of the best players in the conference on the outside who hits for a high percentage and really hurt us last time. And they're also probably one of the most athletic teams. They're really big on both pins. They've got very athletic middles. So they're a very dangerous team. They've come off of two losses this past weekend and are really trying to battle for a seed and a position. They're not out of being getting a bye in the first round. So I think they're really trying to battle in that and getting down here and playing well against us and giving us our first loss, I think would be a good thing for them that they're really striving for. So that's going to be a great match. Haven't seen them in a long time, so trying to refresh ourselves of that team. And then Northeastern on Sunday will be Pep Supper, and it'll be a great crowd in a fun environment. And they're a really good team that went 1-1 last weekend. Has beaten pretty much everybody that they've played. They've lost a couple matches here and there, but they're a very solid team. They have the Player of the Year in the conference. I forget her first name, but Bacon on the outside. They have a really good freshman on the right, and again, they're pretty dynamic all over the place. So it's just two really good teams coming in here, and we have to play a little bit better in certain aspects of the game for us to get 2 more wins this weekend.
Again, the girls back in action this weekend on Friday and Sunday. Friday against Hofstra. Sunday will be Senior Day right here inside TD Arena against Northeastern. Northeastern, the number 2 team right now in the CAA, so that's obviously a huge matchup. Also, one more note for you. If they do win the CAA title, it will be CFC Volleyball's 13th consecutive regular season championship, which will be the second longest streak in the country. We'll have all that action for you on Friday and Sunday right here on CFCSports.com. Over to men's basketball. The guys fresh off their exhibition game on Saturday. They will begin for real next Saturday, the 9th at Louisville. Tough test coming up for the guys, but first got a chance to catch up with the head coach Doug Wojcik about the exhibition win and also look ahead to Louisville.
It was great to have the lights on, and it really sort of mattered wearing the actual uniform and not practice gear. I took from it that we made a lot of basketball plays. Our depth really kind of showed. I was really excited about that. David Wishon hadn't played in the game since February of 2012, and I thought he really did a great job, showed a good ability to catch the ball and pass the ball. And so I was really excited about that. And then, of course, the guard play between Joe Cheeley and Canyon Berry, both freshmen. They made a lot of basketball plays that helped us make shots and get other people shots. We had 23 assists. I'm not sure we've had 23 assists in my tenure here, so I was excited about those things. They're going to be hanging the national championship banner. Obviously, we should, we're motivated to play better against them than we did last year. It's a great arena. They say it's the best arena in the country. I think it's starting out in a big fashion. I think it shows our fans that we're going to schedule people and play people, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a great way to start the season.
And again, congratulations to the guys putting up 102 points in their exhibition win. They'll tip it off for real next Saturday on the 9th. Against the defending national champions, Louisville. What a way to start the season, huh? We will switch now over to women's basketball. And the women obviously had an exhibition victory as well. They'll open up on the 8th at home right here inside TD Arena against Kennesaw State. Got a chance to catch up with the head coach, Natasha Adair, as they preview their season.
It's great to see our kids on the floor. We've been going since July, so you have to understand their just anticipation to get out on the floor to compete as a team. It was just a beautiful display of everything that we've worked on. Our team has chemistry. If you guys didn't notice that on the court, we enjoy playing together. We enjoy playing with one another, and we're so versatile. We have so many pieces. Night in and night out, you don't know who it's going to be. As long as we're playing hard, playing together, and having fun, we're going to be a fun team to watch this season. So I'm thrilled about how we came out, and now I'm looking forward to Friday against Kennesaw. Again, Kennesaw is just going to be another strong opponent. This season's schedule was by design. We don't have any light games. Ask me about that at the end of the season, and maybe we'll talk about scheduling again. No, but I'm excited about it. Being that it's an early game, we may not have as much film or as much things to prepare for. It's a new team. They have 10 new freshmen, so even what they did last year is going to be different. But what we know is who we are and what we're going to do and the things that we've instilled. We want to play hard. We want to win every hustle play. Everyone on our team's an option. We want to have really good pace. But at the end of the day, we want to be satisfied with our effort. And so Friday night is big for us. It's opening night, and it's just another opportunity to get better as a team and just to display all the special pieces that we have on this team.
CFC women tip it off for real on the 8th, Friday night, right here inside TD Arena against Kennesaw State. It's hard to believe that basketball is just days away. If you're interested in tickets, make sure you give us a call, 953-CFC. That's 953-CFC. Or, of course, you can log on to cfcsports.com. Also, one more promo for you. We just started this week our first Geico 15 minutes or less podcast with the head coach, Doug Wojcik. Now, it wasn't exactly 15 because Kyle Apad, our new producer, actually made it 15 minutes and 6 seconds, but hopefully Geico will forgive us. It's the 15 minutes or less podcast brought to you by Geico with the head coach, Doug Wojcik, available now right here on cfcsports.com. When we come back, you won't want to miss our feature and my challenge with Erin Hall, women's basketball player. It comes your way next right here on Inside the Lines.
At Hendrick Honda of Charleston, you get our best price every day. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. We offer a lifetime powertrain limited warranty, free towing and shuttle service, complimentary loaner cars, and paintless dent repair. Make Hendrick Honda of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit us today at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com.
And welcome back to Inside the Lines from inside TD Arena, just days away from the start of the regular season for both the men's and the women's basketball. By the way, during the break, Kyle said he was going to go back and check the podcast just to make sure it's under 15 minutes. So maybe it will be under 15, so Geico will be happy. But again, make sure you check that out. Doug Wojcik and I got a chance to sit down here on the court and preview the men's season. You can check out that podcast right now here on CFCsports.com. Speaking of basketball, we'll stay on the court. I got a chance to go one-on-one with Erin Hall of the women's basketball team. Her big story is she actually transferred here to CFC from Wake Forest to be with Coach Adair. Got a chance to sit down with her this week. Welcome to our one-on-one feature here on Inside the Lines. This week we are interviewing and putting on the hot seat Erin Hall with the women's basketball team inside TD Arena. Great to have basketball season obviously just right around the corner. The girls already had an exhibition game the other day. We'll talk about that. But first things first, Erin comes to the College of Charleston as a transfer from Wake Forest. She came down with Coach A. We'll talk about that as well. But first things first, how's your first year been? Obviously you couldn't play last year, but how's your transition been to Charleston?
I think it's been pretty good. It's easy to transfer here. I mean, you got the awesome city, you have the beach. My classes have been going really well. I really enjoy them. And I've really meshed in well with the team. It's just been really fun. What
are some of your favorite things to do here in Charleston? Obviously going to the beach.
Yeah, going to the beaches is definite. Probably one of my top fun things to do. The shopping is kind of hard to beat here too. And then I'd like to sit out in Marion Square some too, kind of enjoy the fresh air.
It's a little different than Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, hey, I want to talk about your background. You grew up in Norcross, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta. And just one thing that came up to me when I was looking back at Erin's background, she had a father who played baseball and football at Furman, two uncles who played football at Furman, another uncle who played baseball at Georgia, a cousin who played football at Air Force. So I guess growing up, probably a lot of competition, and you were kind of destined to be a college athlete.
A lot. I have a lot of cousins, and we all kind of live in the same area, all went to the same high school. So we had a lot of family gatherings, and I have to say there's a little bit over competitive sporting events that involved those family gatherings. So it was really fun to kind of grow up and look up to a lot of my older cousins. I kind of saw them excel in sports, and it kind of made me interested in sports, and so just kind of just fed off that.
You played 4 sports growing up. What were some, obviously basketball is probably your favorite. What were some of your favorite moments growing up playing other sports?
I started playing softball when I was really young. My dad used to throw to me in the front yard, and I used to crush the ball. So I originally thought I was going to play softball in college. And then I just kind of fell in love with basketball. And my mom kind of got me into tennis. We played tennis together, so that was our thing we did. And I also ran track, which was just something else to do. But
so why did you transfer? I mean, obviously you and Natasha Adair, the head coach for Women, very close. I mean, was that the main reason then that you came down here?
Yeah, I had a really good connection with Coach A. I thought she was a really good coach. She was pretty much her and Coach Clark were the only ones who really believed in me in that staff at Wake. And when they left, it was kind of the only thing that was really kept me going there. Because I just didn't really mesh well with the team. It was just kind of a tough situation. And so I just decided to follow her. I thought it was the best thing to do for me.
She's a terrific person. I mean, I joke with everyone, and kind of joking but not. I mean, really, when you hear her speak and when she's in practice, she's literally, after she talks to you, one of those people you'd run through a wall for. I mean, she has so much energy. She's got to be great to play for.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed playing for her last night. I really finally got to experience it full on. She's very encouraging. She doesn't let you focus on the negativity or a bad play. She's always thinking next play, and what better things can I do? What can I improve on? So it's really fun to play for her.
What about the CAA? You and I were talking about this a little bit before we came on camera. The CAA is going to be tough for you guys also. It's a real nice conference on the women's side.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit higher level than the SoCon. Got some really competitive teams. So I think it'll be difficult for us, the fact that it's unfamiliar, and they're really strong in guards, a little bit bigger post players, but I think we'll be ready to play them.
All right, you ready for 5 burning questions?
Yeah, I think
All right, Erin Hall, again, she's a redshirt junior here on the women's basketball team at CFC. Time for 5 burning questions. And here this is going to be 5 plus a bonus. Are those real diamonds?
No.
I was going to say, man, there's rocks in her ears. All right, here we go. That wasn't it. Now we're starting. 5 burning questions. Take 2. 3, 2, 1. All right. Number 1. and I'm sure you get this all the time. Again, she transferred here from Wake Forest. What in the world is a demon deacon? Isn't that kind of like contradiction to terms?
Yeah, I never really got it.
I didn't either. That's why I figured I had to ask.
It's just kind of something involved in the church. I don't know why they called it demon, but
I know, I don't either.
yeah, I never really got that.
All right, question number 2. What colors do you look better in? Maroon and white or black and gold?
Definitely maroon and white.
What's the name of the most recent song that you have listened to today?
I'm a pretty big Katy Perry fan, so I'm going to say Roar by Katy Perry.
Okay, good. Question number 4. Now this information comes from Bob Clark, who is the very popular assistant head coach or assistant coach here at the College of Charleston. Also, he has got to have one of the loudest voices of any coach you've ever had in your life. I can hear him yelling all the way up in my office. So Bob gave us this information. True or false, your cousin is married to Matthew Stafford?
False. She's not married. She's dating Matthew Stafford.
Really? Dating though? Have you had a chance to meet him?
Yeah, they actually came up last weekend. I had dinner with them.
Really?
On Friday, yep.
That's pretty cool. Never know who you're gonna find here in Charleston, seriously. All right, number 5. Now this is really gonna put you on the spot. Ready? Okay. So I was reading on the website that you were a member of the National Spanish Honor Society. How good's your Spanish?
It's kind of been out of practice for 2 years.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Just give me a complete sentence in Spanish, something that you're doing today.
Something I'm doing today?
Sure.
Okay,
It's not really a question, more of a request.
Okay, let's see. Voy a dormir.
That's it?
Yep, that's all I got. I'm going to sleep after this.
All right, that'll be
my
good
day
enough.
off.
Erin Hall, redshirt junior, we'll let you off the hook this time. Next time it's got to be, you got to bring more than that.
Sorry.
Thanks so much for your time. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks.
And again, great job by Erin on the 5 burning questions. All the student athletes doing a good job. We might have stumped Erin a little bit on the Spanish, but we'll cut her some slack. It's been a couple of years. That'll wrap up this week's show. If you want to reach out to us, you can give us a shout on Twitter at CFC Video. That's at CFC Video, or shoot us an email anytime, InsideTheLines13. That's InsideTheLines13@gmail.com. But before we go, as always, a little bit of a challenge. Erin and I decided we'd play a little knockout, and as you'll see, she definitely knocked me out. Thanks for watching. All right, here we go. Can we do that again, please?
Oh, please, Megan.
Take 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, I lose.